Hi everybody, I'm Mrs. Insandwich and welcome to another Gems of War week. So this is the spoilers news video. So let's jump into the schedule for the week and see what we have this week. So from June 23rd to June 30th we have Underspire as usual alongside, and we are visiting Vale this week. So you will have a new Underspire to do and also come back epic trials. I have not been doing Underspire for a while now because I was low on gems. I think I'm gonna stock up a little bit more and I will start doing Underspire again, but not this week yet. And for the class trials, I already did videos on all of those. So if you need to see the setting of the team or how I did it, the videos are up on the channel. And also Underspire videos with teams there if you need. So I'm still taking some vacation from Underspire. Next. This week we have Journey, so we have to travel some miles. Also it's the guild event for the week of June 23rd to June 30th. So with the new troop Sonata that you will get on the Journey shop, and Sonata is for is a Wildfolk and it is from the Vale kingdom. Then from June 23rd to June 30th, again we still have the holiday event Castles in the Sand. So this is the second week with the new troop, the Sandstone Sentinel, and the new pets Sandstone's Hangtime and Sandstone's Golden Hangtime. So this is the only place you can get this troop and these pets. Also this week we have another special weekly event on the daily Plunder menu, so June 23rd to June 30th, and it's called Surf's Up. So that's where you can get the 31st copy for the pet Sandstone's Hangtime. If you did not get it last week, you can get it this week still, because it's the 25th reward. Then we will have on June 24, so Faction Assault Tuesday for the Warrens. On Wednesday, June 25th, we will have Pet Rescue for Faunette. Class Trial on Thursday, June 26th for Bard. And on the weekend, June 27th to June 30th, Faction Assault on Fire Rift. So a 3-day Faction Assault for the weekend. So daily Plunder menu, we have Surf's Up, and you can get all these rewards, with the 31st copy being the 25 reward being the 31st copy or the 32nd copy of the Sandstone Hangtime. Then, so yes, we still have Castles in the Sand that will keep going on this week. And you can get all these rewards as long as you have enough seashells. Okay, where do we want to go next? First, let me grab me my gold. And now we are going to collections. First of all, we are going to the shop and buy our resources as usual, things I do every Monday. And on the weekly event we are going to buy a Lapina Lancer. So this is the troop that you can get this week with Glory, but she or he they something are also on the drop table in the event chests this week, so you can also get it on the event chests, but I like to buy it here because I will get gold, glory keys and tri-stones, so it's a good way to get resources too. And I always buy 2 mythic. Wait, let me check if, oh yeah, I did say a couple of weeks ago that the warbands have changed. Yeah, they did change. Okay, so let's go and see weapons. Let's see the weapons that we can get this week on the Soul Forge, and all the weapons for the Pens Valley Kingdom also. So let's jump into Pens Valley. Apply. It's Monday. My brain is a bit mushy on Mondays because, you know, Mondays are lazy. I don't like Mondays. So, I digress. Let's see. First of all, let's go and see unknown weapons. So, we have, oh my god, R split air, oh my god, air, R splitter, something like that. So this is the new weapon, and you can get this one by buying tiers on the journey shop. So don't waste your diamonds on this one, since we are buying tiers to do the journey. No point on wasting diamonds on this one, so you can buy it with gems on the journey shop. Now let's jump into the owned ones. Okay, so the purchased one this week is Crescendo. I have it, but I did not buy it. I must have gotten it back in the day, in the beginning of the game, when Pens Valley, the Kingdom Pens Valley was launched, and through some point we were able to get Crescendo. So I have this one, but I did not buy it. I earned it on some event on that time. So, but this one now is only available with real money on the weekly shop. So I have it, but I did not spend money. The class weapon that you can get just by doing 250 fights with the class Bard is Orpheus Loot. Let me see if I can find it. Yes, Orpheus Loot. So this weapon can be useful for low level players. So if you don't have it, just do 250 fights with your class Bard and you will get this one. Next, for the masteries, we have Pen's Loot that you can get by leveling up your nature and air mastery to level 26. And then we have Sylvasis Blades that you can get by leveling up your nature mastery to level 16. So these are the only 2 weapons that we can get by leveling up masteries. And the faction assault one is Garland Staff. So this one you can only get tomorrow, and only tomorrow, either on the faction assault shop or in the Soul Forge. But if you are buying tiers to do the faction assault, might as well save your diamonds and spend gems on the tiers on the faction assault. So only tomorrow, Tuesday, on the faction assault for, what's the faction assault? Oh my god, the Wardens. And also Garland Staff. This one can be useful for low level players too. So now the ones that are in the Soul Forge, not Capricorn's Glaive, because this is the immortal Capricorn's weapon and you can only get it on PvP, getting immortal Capricorn's souls to level up immortal Capricorn. So this one is not in the Soul Forge, only in PvP. Then in the Soul Forge we have Daisy's Cujo. This one explodes and summons, so you know me, I like weapons that explode and summons. And can also, depending, so grant a random status effect to all Pun's Vale allies, so also grants a random status effect. Then we have Doomed Rod. So Doomed Rod is crap. Don't waste your diamonds on this one unless you are on the stage that you are only missing a few weapons. In that case, do buy this one. But the way I did it was I bought the most important weapons first, so like the ones that were useful or the cheapest ones, and I left the dooms for last. And the next time the kingdom came around, I bought the dooms. So that's the way I did my purchasing of weapons in the Soul Forge. But yeah, save this one for last. Don't waste your diamonds on this one because it's crap. It's not very useful. Then we have Glaive of Many Goats. Where is it? Here. So this one is useful also. Creates a mix of gems. A mix of 6 green and yellow gems for each Wildfolk ally, so can be useful. Then we have Lost Chant. This one explodes and summons, so can be useful also, and also grants a random status effect. Loot of the Veil is the next one, and this one also can be useful for low level players, especially if we have in Underspire or PvP, and I think this one only costs 75 diamonds. Then we have Prism Staff. Don't have much to say about this one. Don't remember if I ever used it or not. Choose a color, remove all gems of that color. Deals a number of scatter damage boosted by gems removed. This one costs a bit more. Don't really remember. I can check. But this one is the ones that have 2 colors do not cost 75 diamonds. But yeah, I don't have much to say about that one. Then we have Radiant Jewel. This one also creates a mix of gems. I like weapons that create a mix of gems, so can be useful also. Then we have Sleigh Bells. Nothing to say about this one also. Tooth of the Wild. So Tooth of the Wild here. So this one explodes and summons. Can be useful and also grants a random status effect to all Wildfolk allies. And then we have Yasmin's Pride. Yes. And eliminate all armor from an enemy. Give all allies a number of life boosted by armor eliminated. I personally don't remember ever using it, but could be useful. So these are the weapons that you can get this week in the Soul Forge. And since no, I don't want that. Let me jump in the Soul Forge and go weapons. Let me see. So Sleigh Bells. So this one has 2 colors. So yeah, the ones that have 2 colors they cost 300 diamonds. That's it. The Doom will cost 900 diamonds, and all the ones that are what was it? Loot of the, let me see if I can find it. Loot of the Veil. I already bought all of mine. Loot of the Veil. So the ones that have 2 colors cost they cost 300 diamonds, and the ones that have only 1 color cost 75 diamonds. The Dooms will cost 900 diamonds. Oh my god, I'm very mushy today. 900 diamonds. So manage your diamonds. See the ones that are most useful for you and the ones that you really need, and spend diamonds on those ones. Save the others for another time the kingdom comes around, and on that time buy the other ones, but save the doom for last. That's what I did. I bought all my dooms. They were the last weapons I bought. I did one or two that costed 300 plus the ones that costed 75. On the next round I bought the rest of them, and on the third round I bought the doom. I did that for all the kingdoms. Now let's go back to the collections and see which troops we can get this week by opening our event chests. Let's go base rarity and go to Vale Kingdom. My god, here. So apply, and let's see. First of all, let me check if I have any unknown troop. Yeah, I have Sonata. This one we can get on the journey shop. So buying tiers on the journey shop, because this is the captain for the journey. So don't waste your diamonds on this. I think we can only get this one on the journey. So never mind what I was going to say, because this one we can only get on the journey shop yet. It will be available later, but for now only on the journey shop. And it is a must-have if you are doing the journey event. Now let's see the ones that are going to drop on the oh my god, on the event chests. So for mythics we have Capricor. Capricor is a good tank troop and useful on with skull based teams. So if you are going to do a skull based team, Capricor is very useful. He is a tank troop. He is a good troop for skull based teams. Then we have Pen. Pen, for me it's the worst of the 4 mythics we have on the kingdom, but he is on the drop table, on the event chest. So but this one is the worst of the 4. Then we have the Wild King and the Wild Queen. So this couple here, they are very good, especially if they work together, but they are the best mythics of the kingdom, and they are both a must-have. So if you don't have them both, or you are missing one of them, they are on the event chests this week. So this is a good week to try and get. The Wild King is very useful, and he gives attack to all allies, enrage all allies and give them a number of attack, and then creates a mix of 22 skulls and yellow gems. For the third trait, he will all Wildfolk allies gain 1 magic when my turn begins, and he also summons a bone storm at the start of the battle. They are very, very similar. They are almost identical. The Wild Queen steals up to a number of attack from an enemy and give it to my first ally. But so she only gives it to the first ally, while the Wild King gives to all allies. But working together, they are very, very useful. This one is more defensive, so the Wild Queen is more defensive and the Wild King is more offensive in this case. But yeah, they are very identical, and working together they can do much damage. So these are the mythics that you can get this week on the event chests. So being the couple here, the Wild King and the Wild Queen, the best of the kingdom, then Capricor and Pen is the worst of them all. So we have here Narcissus. This one you can only get by opening flower this one is from the flower. Yeah, it's the new set of dragons, so it's the flower dragon eggs. You can only get this one by opening flower dragon eggs. It's not, they are not still in the drop table, not the drop table, on the rotation of the Soul Forge. So we still do not have the flower dragons on that rotation, so it will be still a while for you to be able to directly craft it if it is the targeted dragon of the week. So it's gonna take a while. And I'm digressing again. So Immortal Capricor only on PvP by getting Immortal Souls for Capricor. So these two are not on the event chests. Then all the troops that say the Warrens, like Luna, I think that's Luna, the first one, yeah, Luna, you can only get by opening your Chaos Shards in the Underworld on the Warrens Delve. So Luna, then you will have Lupina Healer, also one that you can get on the Warren's Delve by opening the Chaos Shards. Lapina Knight, Lapina Healer, Lapina Knight, Luna, and Bunnycorn, also with the Chaos Shards, and Trickster. Trickster can be very useful also, so go open your Chaos Shards if you don't have it, because that's the only place that you can get Trickster. So those are the 5 troops that you can get in Underworld by opening Chaos Shards on the Warren's Delve. Then let's see, the ones that you can only get by opening event keys or epic vault keys in this kingdom, it's only the 10 of cups. So if you don't have this one, just open epic vault keys or vault keys and you will be able to get this one. It's a bit of luck, but yeah, it's on the drop table there. And I think this one is one of the I may be mistaken, I don't remember if it is the 10 or the 2. Kind of before I say anything that I may induce in error, we will check in a bit. Okay, now let's see, let's jump to Soulforge and we are going to see the mythics, but right now let's go see end weapons. Where is no, not weapons, troops. It's the troops. Where is that troop? Dragon Lord Luther. So yeah, I was right. 10 of Cups is one of the cards that you need to get to be able to craft Dragon Lord Luther. I was right. I was just a bit confused between the 10 of Cups and the 2 of Cups, or 2 of Swords, or whatever. So you will need 10 of Runes, you will need 10 of Wands, 10 of Cups, and 10 of Swords. So you don't need to wait for the kingdom for any of these cards to be like, you don't need to wait for Gashnok to be the kingdom of the week. You just have to open vault keys or epic vault keys, and these 4 cards are on the drop table there, so you don't need to wait for it to be the kingdom of the week. But yeah, 10 of Cups only there, and it is one of the cards that are needed for that. Now let's see the mythics of the week in the Soulforge. And first let's see, so oh my god, I struggle. Lunar Elion. It's a cosmic dragon, and it is the one that is targeted this week to craft. So if you don't have it, it is from the Cosmic Dragon Eggs. If you are missing Lunarion, oh my god, you can get it this week to be able then to craft Wand of Stars, oh my god, not Wand of Stars, Stellar Eggs and all those things. It's from that set. So if you don't have it, it's on the Soul Forge this week. Oh my god, why am I struggling so much today to speak? Now, mythics in the Soul Forge this week. We have Tianyin. So I like it. It could do much damage, so it can do a bunch of damage, especially if you combine it with Elementalist and Fairy Fire. It can do a lot of damage, and he also summons. Yeah, so he also summons. We have a summon if we need it, because he will summon between 1 and 3 monk and disciples. But if you combine it with the Elementalist and Fairy Fire, it can deal a lot of damage. Then we have Medusa. This one yeah, this one is not very relevant. It's not that good. It only if you need to complete the set, if you want all the mythics and all those stuff. So this one is not that relevant. Don't waste your diamonds on this one unless it is the last mythic you need. Then we have Amarok. Where is Amarok? Amarok. So this is a great mythic, especially if you combine it with Sandspire class, and he also devours. There is a 10% chance to devour them. So you have a chance to devour, and he is a great mythic, especially combined with Sandspire. Then we have Champion of Anu. Did I pass it? I'm really not in my game today. Oh my god. Champion of Anu. So it's not a must-have, but it can be useful when we have Sword's Edge restrictions. So he is from Sword's Edge, and when we have Sword's Edge restrictions, it can be useful, but it is not a must-have. So if you are to get any mythic this week, it depends on what you are needing, but my advice is Tianyi or Amarok. So these are the mythics that you can get this week in the Soul Forge. Those are the weapons that you can get this week in the Soul Forge. This is the schedule for the week. I think I talked about everything and a little bit more stuff also. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening to all my shenanigans, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.